Hello everyone, Alex here with Momentum Charting, and welcome to another edition. Glad you are here. As always, before we get started, if you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, ring the bell notification, and it just helps YouTube algorithm let you know that you enjoy this content. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and quickly get into the chart today, and what I want to talk about was one that I just covered yesterday, but there have been what I consider some extremely important developments into the chart of Ethereum. Yesterday we talked about this very what I consider to be a critical trend line in Ethereum, and I laid out two scenarios that I thought were the most probable. One was following this 3-hour trend line up to a potential either breakout of this key zone at the 2890 level, or following this trend line up and breaking out near the top of this trend line. Those were my two sort of B, C scenarios, but my A scenario, which has actually ended up playing out here, which was a rejection of this long-term trend line here, and a fall back into these levels here was my primary scenario. Go back and watch yesterday's video. Primary scenario A. The most bearish scenario was this one, and I was getting a little bit worried as I saw what was happening in here throughout the day. I felt that there was a strong possibility of rejection at these levels and a fall down into the bearish zone, which potentially, I laid out my levels in the last video, but let me just do it again. There is a cluster of support I see it's pretty strong in this area here, in the 1900 or so level. You got a strong area of support there, but other than that, this long-term trend line is definitely in play. Probably just doesn't drop right to it like that, but we could certainly have a slow working down over the next week and change to this level sort of in here, this zone, these levels in here around 1600. So those are the two primary levels that I would watch for now for a bounce on Ethereum and a potential starting of the actual repair process of the price, the technical damage that's been done to Ethereum. Those are the two critical spots I would watch. This main trend line here, 1500 or so. Let's see, this is 14. Again, I don't think it's going to just drop like a rock down to these levels, so I'm kind of looking more in here, 1500 to 1600, somewhere in here, and then the 1900 level. Those look like the two most probable zones to me. But now on the good side, there's always a silver lining, and that's the case here with Ethereum. There are actually two silver linings. One, I believe that this could potentially, if and when Ethereum drops back to these levels, and hits some of our critical support zones back here, I believe this could actually start the real repair process that Ethereum needs to start moving to higher prices and potentially get back and above all-time highs eventually sometime this summer. I'm still hopeful that that is in the cards, but the other thing that's good about this drop right here is this plays out one of my favorite patterns for 3-hour time frame and 1 hour, obviously, in the charts of regular stock market, SPY, Google, those sorts of things. But we've got here on the 3-hour chart now, we're starting to play out this nice downward sloping trend line. And as you know, if you've watched my introductory video, I absolutely love these for the fact that now we have a line to target for breakouts. Okay, and we'll get back into that next time on Ethereum when it happens. Eventually it's going to, but basically what I'm going to be doing next time I see this head and start to break out of this downward sloping trend line, which is nice. Now I like the trajectory of this trend line, and I like the time frame, which has been just over a month now. That gives enough time for a potential meaningful breakout. Sometimes they last longer, month and a half, 2 months, 3 months, but it just depends. But I like the time frame of 3 to 4 weeks, and that's what we've finally gotten here now. This was too short of a time frame, and now we've come up here and nicely tagged this. So I'm going to be looking for a breakout somewhere in these zones here. And as you know, I'm going to be looking for a series of higher highs and higher lows, and I will. The neat thing about breakouts to me is the structure. The bottom structure always tells you exactly where you should place the trend line and the meaningful breakout zone that you need to watch for, and also additionally lets you know early if you should let go of your long breakout and it has a chance to break back into these bearish zones. So I'm going to be watching for that again in these areas over the coming weeks. This is going to be critical to watch. Again, Ethereum, bearish development, but not the end of the world. We have some silver linings to look forward to. Thanks, guys. That's it for my Ethereum update today, and I will talk to you all again very soon. Thanks so much. Bye for now.